Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today is the start of the newest event on Pokemon Go. It is the Pokemon Pokopia Celebration event. We've got the new game released on Nintendo Switch end of last week, and we have now got the event starting on Pokemon Go today. Hey Sarui, how are you? Thanks so much for joining, mate. So yeah, it's a very exciting event. We have got... You're late. Yes, I was just writing my description, Jonathan. He never lets me just be a minute late, does he? Mia's here. Awesome. Thanks so much for joining. So yeah, we've got the Pokopia Celebration event, which also means we've got Dittos appearing more often, with the shiny, hopefully 1 in 64. We're hoping that's the case. Chat being a bit weird. I can't see anything but from Tall Live thing. I come to say something. Is anyone else experiencing me chat being a little bit weird? Or is it okay? It wasn't a minute though. Hopefully the chat's been okay. Yeah, Jonathan doesn't... I don't think Jonathan seems to think there's an issue. So yeah, we have got the Pokopia Celebration event ongoing. Ditto is changed its disguises now. Pikachu can be a disguise of Ditto. We've also got the likes of Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Marill, Hitmonchan as well. So there's many disguises of Ditto and what it can be disguised as. And as we catch these, you may see some of these transform if we follow a catch through, but mostly this evening we will be quick catching. So it's going to be a case of just checking our storage every now and again and seeing if we have managed to pick up any shiny Ditto. Now the Ditto costumes, if you've not already seen them, are unbelievably cute. They are very cool. We have got a blue hatted Ditto, and this is one with a background here. Very cool little Ditto. And we've got a yellow hat Ditto here. Is absolutely awesome costume. So let me know your thoughts on the costumes and also the backgrounds as well. It's not just Ditto getting those backgrounds. We'll just talk about that in just a moment as well. But it's not just Ditto getting those backgrounds during this event. But I lost a Groudon, 2 Regigigas, 1 Articuno. I caught that frozen robot thing. I don't know his name, Regice, I'm guessing. Today I got trolled by Zorua. Yeah, so the Zorua just tends to disguise as your buddy, and it can be shiny. It's increased to 1 in 64 during this event. But yeah, the legendaries were unbelievably difficult to catch. But congrats on catching a Regice. I will be putting up a few more short videos later of what we caught yesterday. Got both costume backgrounds within like 4 Dittos. They're pretty sick, not gonna lie. Yeah, they are, Jonathan. I totally agree with that. They are very cool backgrounds. And I would love a shiny background if we can. It's really good that you can find the backgrounds in the wild. A bit like on community days. You don't have to do like raids for them or etc. I half expected them to be locked behind a specific task research, let's say, where you have to do raids or walk so far or hatch so many eggs. But luckily, that's not the case. They're quite readily available out and about. Soloed a Guzzlord and got shiny last night. Oh, that's awesome. Congrats on that. Traded for muted. That is awesome. Yeah, congrats on doing that Guzzlord. That's a very cool one to do. So of course this time on a Tuesday would normally be Spotlight Hour. But that is something that has been taken away from us, no longer a weekly event. But we are going to get Spotlight Hours returning to us in April sometime. I think it's is it the last week of March or first week of April? We get an event where we get one every single day, Spotlight Hour. It's going to be a bit of a weird thing. But it seems like Spotlight Hours are going to go from being a weekly event that we used to have on every Tuesday, but instead going to be a feature which they put on for certain events instead. So that might be quite interesting. So we haven't completely got rid of them by the sounds of it, but we are only going to be about for certain events, Spotlight Hours. Yeah, I'm doing good today, thank you. How are you? Thanks so much for joining. Extra small Dunsparce, that is awesome. Let's evolve it and see if we can get an extra small the Dunsparce. That'll be wicked if we can. No, it's a 2 segment. Been cool if it was a 3 segment there. That'd have been wicked. Still nice to get the Dunsparce extra small registered. So it's been quite refreshing really that we've had 2 good events follow each other. Of course we had the 30-year celebration event yesterday, finishing. We had that for around about a week or so. And obviously Saturday, Sunday and Monday were the main days of that event where we could get the legendaries from the incense. That was a bit of a crazy event. And I know a lot of people have got a lot of opinions on that event, with the catch rate being so low and the shiny rate being full odds for those legendaries, which was really annoying. But it's nice that we've followed that up with another really cool event. The Ditto costumes do look really, really cool, and the background is amazing as well. So it's actually nice to have a couple of decent events, one after another. And I forgot to mention, today, this live stream may be the day where we go to level 78. We are 4 kilometers away. It will be the day we level up to 78. I didn't notice how close we were, to be honest. 3 kilometers away now. That is crazy. So level 78 will be coming during this stream. Don't know who's done the most research tasks out of this weekly challenge. Might be able to catch you up if I'm lagging behind a little bit. I saw you lost to Rayquaza. Yeah, it was so annoying. I was really wanting that Rayquaza as well during that event. We did manage to catch some legendaries late on though. I will be putting some more short videos up after this live stream, and you'll be able to find what legendaries we got, and also find out what Jonathan made me sign up to. Now you don't want to miss that. We had to do something pretty drastic. But yeah, tune in for that on the channel later. You'll find out more then. Shout out to Dancer Beam Goat, thank you very much for that. I was thinking a shadow event like that would be cool, seeing shadow Pokemon spawning in the wild. That would be very, very cool. That would be absolutely awesome. I have seen confirmation as well now from my local community that the normal shadow grunts, Pokemon which weren't previously leaders, can now be shadow shiny as well. So for example, somebody had a shadow shiny Krabby in my community, which hasn't been one of the leaders. So that was pretty cool to see. Confirmation once again that the Rockets can drop shinies even if they haven't been part of a leader pool before. Previously it was only those that have been part of the Rocket leaders that can be shiny. It's literally every shadow Pokemon can now be shiny in the game, as long as it's got its shiny released in Pokemon Go already. So that is awesome to see. It makes doing those shadows a little bit more interesting. Wait a sec, I'm going to send you a trade. You won't be able to trade, unfortunately. We aren't close enough to trade. Let's see what we've got here. We've got a Pikachu off the incense as well. That could be a Ditto. Quite a few decent spawns around here, actually. That all could be Dittos. So let's just wait a second and catch these. Bulbasaur. Could be Ditto. And we'll just quick catch these as quick as we can, and then we'll check to see if we have managed to get any Dittos and if any of them were shinies. I know it's always nice to see the animation of it changing into a shiny Ditto, but the amount of time that takes for every single one is a little bit ridiculous. Don't know if anybody saw any shinies then when we just went to clear our storage, but we'll have a bit of a closer look in just a moment. I have a shiny Shadow Articuno. That is awesome. Congrats on that. Very cool. Hopefully it's got good RVs. I've always found it a little bit of a disappointment that you can't use your bottle cap on Shadow Pokemon. It's always a little bit annoying, that is. Yeah, that's absolutely fine, Jonathan. We'll have to discuss about that. We'll sort something out, don't worry. Oh, Pikachu just spawned behind us. Let's get him. Now there is also a raid up here, and it is a Dragonite. I may actually do that. Dragonite, of course, newly released as a Mega Evolution, but you can also get it with this very cool background. It is one of the Pokemon which can have the special event background as well, so really, really cool if we manage to get a shiny with that background on that. But let's scroll down. We have got a few Dittos. Let's see if any of them are any good. Any 4 stars? Unfortunately not. That would be crazy luck if we managed to get a 4-star Ditto with a costume. That would be super lucky. We need 2 more tasks done. Right, okay, so I will try my best. What are we on now? Explore 1 kilometre. 1 more, Uwe. Right, okay. I will try my best, boys. I will try my best. Catch 5 Pokemon, that should be relatively easy to do. Drillbur is another one which can be Ditto, hence why you've probably seen it so often around you at the moment. It can disguise as Ditto. And also Cypher is another disguise of Ditto to what we mentioned before. So Dragonite raid, we will jump in on this one and just solo it unless anybody else wants to join in. If you're on my friends list, you could join in via the friends list. You'll be able to see that I'm at a raid on the friends list, and you'll be able to jump in through that. But if not, we will start the timer at 90 seconds. When we can, we'll ready up and we'll just solo it. Trying to get that background shiny Dragonite would be so, so cool. The other Pokemon which are on level 3 raids during this event, which you can potentially get a background for, I've actually got the Poke thing up at the moment actually. So if we go on here and we scroll down, you'll be able to see all the information. This is leakduck.com. It's really, really useful. But the 3-star raids, these are all the ones that can have a special background. We've got Lapras, Snorlax and Dragonite as well. So all those are awesome. And the Win 3 Raids challenge is one of the tasks that give those same Pokemon and also can have a background from that win-free raids task. So again, really cool if you can pick them up, those win-free raid tasks. Gives you an extra chance of having a background shiny. Hey Mark, how are you? Thanks so much for joining. So let's kick Dragonite's butt. We'll do this raid as quickly as we can. And then we will carry on with our hunt for Shiny Ditto. Plenty of Dittos about, that's for sure. I don't know if anybody's seen any information on the shiny rate for Ditto as of yet. I'm hoping it's 1 in 64. It always used to be Ditto. But I don't know whether with the new season, they made all those wild spawns, if you remember, at the start of the season, 1 in 512. Even all those ones that used to be boosted, the likes of Cypher, Chansey, Bronzor, all those that used to get quite a lot of. Those have now been made to full odds, 1 in 512. So hopefully Ditto has remained at 1 in 64 and not gone up to 1 in 512. So relatively easy solo Dragonite. I'll catch up on the message in just a second for any that I've missed. What Dragonite is down and out. Don't send to me. Okay, no worries. I've just spammed out anybody who's online, so sorry if you get a spam of an invite. I've just got a mystery box. Time to go shiny hunting. Awesome. I don't think you can get. Is mystery box the Meltan box? I don't think you can get shiny Meltan at the moment. Can I join your weekly challenge? I think it's pretty much finished, the weekly challenge this week. Maybe you can join next week's. Dragonite 2672 is a Dragonite. I don't know if that's any good, weather boosted Dragonite. But I'm more interested in if it's got a background. No shiny, unfortunately. Would have been too much to ask. Raids and eggs are boosted this season for shinies. Yeah, so hopefully the raids are 1 in 64. Background? Yes, we have. Let's go. And it's actually not a bad one. 15, 13, 11. So really, really cool background on the Dragonite. That is a very cool way to start the raids this event. How do I get a costume Ditto? So Ditto disguises as different Pokemon in the wild. So for example, this Bulbasaur could be a Ditto. Would be awesome if it is. It would be perfect timing. No, it's not. But it could have been a Ditto. And the way you know it's a Ditto is that when you catch it, it will pop up saying the words O, and it will transform into a Ditto. So it's mainly the Kanto starters, Bulbasaur, Pikachu, Charmander, Squirtle. We've also got Cypher, Hitmonchan, Drillbur. All those can be potentially Ditto. So keep them in mind. And there we go, the research tasks have been completed. And we've done quite an equal balance there, lads, so congrats on that. Good effort. Good effort in getting those done. Yeah, Leaked Up will have any info if anybody needs it. I can't claim the rewards, that's a little bit annoying. It's just glitched out. There we go. Win-win, awesome. So hopefully, when we catch this Pikachu, fingers crossed this one's a Ditto. Let's just golden razz it. I've got loads of golden razzies, so I don't mind losing a few. No, it is a Pikachu. I'm hoping to show you one that changes, that transforms. Be awesome if we can. So, what's your favourite Pokemon? My favourite without a doubt is Gengar. Absolutely love Gengar. So that is by far my favourite. Gender is his favourite. Thanks for that, Siri. We did get this today, this morning, during my 2-kilometre egg hatch. We managed to get a shiny Mantite, which is absolutely awesome. I don't think I've ever had a shiny Mantite before. So that was a really cool baby shiny to get this morning. Yeah, it is a super cool shiny to get. No O on that one. One of these squirrels has got to be a Ditto, surely. Let's just follow these through to hopefully show you what a Ditto looks like when you go and catch it. No, come on. Third squirrel. Goomy will be a Ditto. The Goomy will be a Ditto. I'm confident that this will be a Ditto. Goomy can also identify as a Ditto, this event. No! I bet you it was that squirrel that we had before. No, it wasn't. None of those were. Come on, there's got to be a Ditto around here. No! So when I want to show somebody what a Ditto looks like when it transforms, none of these actually turn into Ditto. It's Fido. I always say Fido. I never call it Fado. I don't know. I always call it Fido. I may be wrong in that scenario. I never really look up the pronunciation of Pokemon. Frido. It does look like it's been fried when it's shiny. It goes like a crispy brown colour when it's shiny. So it might be Frido. You never know. Bro, and which Pokemon do you have the most candy? Ooh, that's a difficult one. Pikachu's got to be up there. Pikachu has definitely got to be up there. Yeah, off the top of my head, I'd probably say Pikachu. It used to be Ghastly. Ghastly was a lot of candy, but it ended up evolving a lot of Ghastlys just for the evolution XP, because you get 1000 XP from evolving a Pokemon. So I went through a stage of whenever I caught a Ghastly, I evolved it. Here you go, here's a Ditto. So this is what it looks like. It transforms into a Ditto. When you catch it, it says the words O, and then you may or may not have a background on it. So that is a really cool transformation, but we won't do that every time. We'll just quick catch and then check our storage afterwards to see what we've caught, if we've managed to catch a Ditto or not. Else it's just going to take so much time waiting for the transformation. But at least you know what it looks like now when it happens. Comes up with words O, and then it transforms into a Ditto. So yeah, in terms of candies, as we were mentioning before, Pikachu, 46,979 candies for that. So yeah, it's probably my highest. In terms of Ghastly, like I say, I think that's gone down massively. Yeah, 26,000. It used to be over 35,000 for Ghastly. But yeah, like I say, I used to evolve a lot of them. Whenever I caught a Ghastly, I used to evolve it straight away and then bin it. So close to leveling up now. So close. Right, let's just catch up on some of the messages here. Did you know that extra large Pokemon are rarer than shinies? No, I didn't, to be honest. Don't trust my spelling. Imagine Dynamax Ditto, that would be awesome. Do you remember me from yesterday? Yes, I do, Harry. Thanks very much for joining back in. Is it rare that I got a 32 CP Hitmonchan? There can be any sort of range of level when you see them in the wild. So that's just like a level 1 Hitmonchan that you've encountered there. But we can range from level 1 to level 25 in the wild, maybe even higher than that. Some of the legendaries which people were encountering off the incense during the last event, some people encounter level 50 legendaries, so you could actually not power them up, they were already maxed out. Somebody on YouTube actually caught one, so absolutely crazy that that's the case. But normally in the wild, it's normally up to around about 30, 35 on the level. But yeah, they can vary quite often on the level of those wild spawns, and hence the CP changes when the level changes. So there you go, a level 1 Grookey here, 12 CP. Hey Miss Blue, how are you? Thanks very much for joining. They're almost always 1000 CP plus. The legendaries were a minimum of 1500 CP for that event. That's just gone. Copycat John, both saying hello to Miss Blue at the same time. I said it first. Calm down now, boys. Gulping off the research task. So how many particles can we collect today? We'll collect these ones. And then we will do that Dynamax Pikachu so that we can collect the walking ones. And then we've collected all the particles from today. So let's just do this now. So of course, Dynamax Pikachu came out yesterday. We had Max Monday for it yesterday. And it was the first time where we've had a Max Monday event which has lasted all day. Normally it's just a 1 hour event in the evening. But it was the first time we've had it all day, Max Monday. And it was pretty cool really. We never really struggled for power spots. Some of them had an hour-long timers, so we did refresh after that hour. But we mainly just do the free particles anyway, with it being just Pikachu. But again, it would be a really cool one to get, because of course Gigantamax Pikachu comes out later this month, but you can't evolve Gigantamax Pikachu, you have to leave it in a Pikachu. You can't get Gigantamax Raichu in the game, it doesn't exist. But you can get Dynamax Raichu. So getting a Dynamax Raichu would be super cool. Getting a shiny Dynamax Raichu would be very, very cool. And of course, you can Mega Evolve Raichu eventually. It's Mega Evolution. Feel your voice through the phone speaker. So yeah, it's Mega Evolution is going to be released in Pokemon Go at some stage. At the moment, it's not available, but it is part of the new Legends ZA game. So it will be released at Pokemon Go at some stage. And again, we've ended up with that really annoying visual glitch where we've lost all of our user interface after doing a Dynamax. So let's just restart the game. But for anybody new joining in tonight, thanks very much for joining in. Make sure to like this live stream and get involved in the comments, and also subscribe to the channel as well. It's much appreciated. I'm gonna go grind right now. See ya. Yeah, no worries. Thanks very much for jumping on and getting involved in the comments. Much appreciated. Pikachu. Pikachus are notoriously difficult to catch as well. They're annoying, as you can see. I mean, I'm using a Great Ball and it's just not wanting to stay in. I think the starter Pokemon plus Pikachu are just so annoying to catch. I don't think Ditto could have been anything more annoying, unless it was like a legendary or something, which would have been crazy. Imagine getting like a legendary spawn and then you catch it, it transforms into a Ditto. That would be so disheartening. It's a little bit like when people have legendaries as a buddies or glaring birds as a buddies, and then we encounter a Zorua. We think we've caught a glaring bird, but it actually just transforms into a Zorua. It must be so painful. the ecstasy of thinking you've caught a glaring bird just to see it transform in front of you into a Zorua. So Zorua is apparently spawning this event. We've only seen a few so far today. We've had one off the incense and a couple. We've had a couple in the wild randomly. So obviously Zorua disguises your buddy and then transforms into a Zorua. So similar sort of thing to Ditto, but it's always disguised as your buddy Pokemon Zorua is. But that's 1 in 64 shiny odds during this event. And also Sudowoodo is also 1 in 64 during this event. So if you want a shiny tree, then this event is definitely the one where you can be hunting it. Yeah, I don't know. Sarui's just laughing right now. I think I can work out why Sarui's laughing. Oh, let's keep hold of the extra small Pokemon. What have we got? We've got the Dunsparce. And we've got that. Yeah, we can bin those. 4-star Moltres, congrats on that. A Hundo Moltres, that is awesome. Mate, I got a good YouTube short in your DMs. Yeah, okay, no worries. I will have a look after the stream. Don't want to spoil it for anyone else. But yeah, that is amazing. 4-star Moltres. That is really, really cool. So have we managed to get any more Dittos? Let's have a look and see. So in terms of Dittos, we have got quite a few today, as you can see. Going all the way down to a shiny Dittos. Blueberry was the last one we called when we got a shiny. But yeah, all the Dittos that we caught today have got a little halo behind them. In fact, if we type in and age 0, 33 Dittos we've got. And if we go background, we have got 15 with a background. So the yellow hat background, the blue hat background, back to the yellow. So it's only 2 costumes for the Dittos during this event, but we're hopefully getting close to that shiny. I would really like a shiny with a background, but a shiny costume Ditto either way would be super cool. Shiny Pancham rare. It's quite rare. Yeah, shiny Pancham is rare. It was one of those rare spawns back in the day. We did have a sort of a bear research day where it had a research day along with the likes of Teddy Ursa and Cubchoo, I think it was, which they increased the shiny odds for that research day. But now it'll be 1 in 512, I'm guessing, at least during this season. Unless, of course, it came out of an egg, then it would have been boosted to 1 in 64. But it's still a very, very cool shiny. And if you haven't already, have a look what the evolution looks like, the shiny Pangaroo. That is an amazing shiny. Very, very cool. I can actually show you. Pangaroo. There you go. That's what the shiny Pangaroo looks like. That's a normal one. And that's a shiny one. Looks awesome. Brown. $10 CP Marrow. Now that didn't come up saying we caught a fairy type, so I'm guessing that was a Ditto. And it was. 10 CP Ditto. Now come on, how far have we got to walk for our level up? Not far at all. Let's collect those particles there. We've not got long to walk at all. Squirtle. Got a hundo from an egg, but I haven't got the shiny of it yet. Yeah, the hundo's pretty cool though. It's very, very cool. Getting a hundo Pancham is quite difficult really. Doesn't spawn often in the wild, and it doesn't, you can only really get it from 12-kilometre eggs. So yeah, it's pretty cool hundo to have that, isn't it? So raid-wise, let's have a look, see what we've got raid-wise. We have got, of course, the Kanto legendary birds, Moltres, Zapdos and Articuno are still on raids today. They will finish on raids this evening at 8 o'clock local time. And we will get Zacian in raids as of tomorrow. And tomorrow night's raid hour will be Zacian as well. So if you are wanting a shiny Zacian, maybe you're wanting to make it into the sword form, then yeah, it's definitely worth doing that raid hour. Again, a very cool shiny. I think it's probably our highest one. There you go. So yeah, that one's the one with a background. Shiny 98 with a background from a lucky trade. It's very, very cool shiny. And there is another one for comparison. This one being a hundo. So yeah, it's very, very cool. So that's going to be on raids as of tomorrow in its normal form. But of course, as we mentioned before, we've got the likes of Snorlax, Lapras and Dragonite on 3-star raids, and those can have the background, the special background as well. We've got the Dragonite already. Hoping to pick up at least one of each of the other ones, but it would be super cool if we can pick up a shiny one with a background. Hopefully for Dragonite, because that will probably be the most useful one with it having a Mega Evolution. So out of interest, has anybody got the new Pokemon Pokopia game? Has anybody got it for the, I think it's only available on Nintendo Switch, isn't it? Has anyone brought it? Do let me know in the comments. It's supposed to be quite a decent game in all aspects. I've seen quite a few reviews on it. And it's supposed to be quite a nice game. But yeah, let me know your opinions if you have got it. I've never got one from a main series events. Looks a bit too kiddie for me. Yeah, it's one of those games. I think a lot of people are into those sort of games. It's a bit like a, I don't know, like a, it's sort of like you have to create a village or a, I don't know what sort of game to compare it to. Yeah, it is a bit like a Minecrafty type thing, isn't it? In a similar sort of way. Yeah, Animal Crossing meets Minecraft. Yeah, that sort of game, really. But yeah, obviously both those have really big fan bases, so I can see why they've sort of tried to create a games in similar aspects to it. It's definitely going to reach a different audience to what they're perhaps used to reaching. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that, to be honest. It's a fair comparison, I'd say. This little guy here is also a Ditto disguise, potentially. We'll just follow this one through and see if this one is a Ditto. Playing Fire Red on the Switch 2. I did read that we brought back Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Switch 2. Aren't we on the Switch store for around 20 quid each? 20 quid each or 20 quid for both? Something like that. I'm guessing the graphics are massively improved from the original game. Yeah, I mean, a lot of games have been remastered and put on consoles, and they're a lot more than that, so it's not much really. It's not much really at all. How ironic, Nintendo copying other games. Hang on. Have we just leveled up? No? What just happened there? What popped up? Oh, we're 1 kilometre away. I thought we just leveled up then. We ranked up instead. Right, okay. Did you get any shiny Ditto? Let me just have a look. Of all the Pokemon, let me just do that one as well. I'll just catch these spawns around here and we'll just check to see if we have managed to pick up any shiny Dittos, because some of these could be Dittos. We hadn't as of yet, but we may get one here. We have seen quite a few Ditto costume Dittos already. And we've got quite a few with backgrounds, around about 15 with the backgrounds. Shiny Ditto, awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, it was part of that, wasn't it? Well, I don't think you have a costume back then. I have got normal shiny Dittos from the past. You can see there I've got shiny Dittos. There you go, 11 shiny Dittos. So yeah, 11 shiny Dittos in total, none with a costume though, that's what we're hunting for today, with a new costume. I've also got 4-star and Ditto. Yeah, 4 hundo Dittos. One's maxed out as well to level 50. If ever you're interested, 940 CP is what Ditto maxes out at level 50. You know, I don't know why you'd want to know that, but I don't know why you'd want to max it. But there you go, I've done it for you. You're welcome. It's possibly a cool gym defender, I suppose. A level 50 Ditto. Just transforming into a level 50 of whatever you're facing. Ditto. Are you spoofing? No, no. All legit. I can show you via my camera whereabouts I am. No, I've never ever spoofed. I am a Pokemon Go ambassador. So Pokemon Go regularly check on my account for that sort of activity. Instantly, because Pokemon Go are checking my account a lot more than anyone else's when we're being an ambassador. In fact, to be an ambassador, when we do all the checks to get granted ambassador status, they actually check see from a trade or from somebody who's a spoofer. So from somebody who they've since banned for spoofing. They actually go ahead and check all that stuff as well. And if you've got any Pokemon in your storage which are from somebody that they banned from spoofing, then you won't be an ambassador. We won't grant you ambassadorship. But yeah, you should be able to see, even though it's very dark, you should be able to see that I'm currently walking around and playing Pokemon Go in a very dark place at the moment. But yeah, there you go. So we've got more Dittos. Need to turn the torch on, in fact. It's getting unbelievably dark. So we have got more Dittos, but none of them have got the... Oh, that one's got the costume. Not very good though. Have we managed to pick up any 3-star Dittos? Chances of picking up Hundo Dittos are ridiculously low, but have we managed to pick up any 3-stars? We have. We got one there, with a background as well. 533, that is awesome. Was caught in the wild as well. So that is wicked. And a level 1 3-star Ditto. Very, very cool. Very cool one to have. You know what? For the sakes of just pure entertainment, if I was to get a shiny Ditto with the costume, with a background, then I would probably gold bottle cap that to a Shundo. I would probably do it. How many people in the world are going to have a shiny costume, background, Shundo, Ditto? It's not going to be many, is it? It's not going to be many. So that would be pretty cool bottle cap. You could probably just use it in every raid. You know, use it in every dragon raid, because dragon's weak to dragon. So when it transforms into a raid boss, you'll just end up actually doing some decent damage against it. Dan, you neither spammed gone. Yeah, I probably do. Yeah, I mean, that's just ridiculous. Motown. I mean, it's good that they're jumping on, because what we don't realise is that when they're spamming the channel, because the channel's getting more views and it's getting more comments, it then recommends this live stream to more people. That's how YouTube works. The more interactive a live stream is, the more comments and whatever, it then gets recommended to more people. So by spamming my channel, then yeah, there's a what's it? The button to turn on super chat. Yeah, there is a super chat thing. Display donation messages only. I don't know what that is. I haven't got donations on my channel, unfortunately. I'm doing you a favour. Yeah, but I don't recommend doing it, because I can only see so many people's comments. So when you're spamming and I'm trying to catch up on comments, I can't actually catch up, and it's obviously going to annoy other people. So yeah, I do. Obviously, I enjoy everybody's company here on the channel, but do allow time for me to reply to other people's comments. Welcome everybody in. I just, you know, just don't be a knob, effectively. You know, it's as simple as that. Pikachu. Is he going to be a Ditto? Nope. Got 3 Dittos in a row there. Yeah, you do have to have 3,000 watch hours in a 365-day period to be able to earn any money from it, which is crazy. I've been doing YouTube now for 18 months, 2 years nearly, and I've never earned any money from it. But on TikTok, I went live for the first time on TikTok, and Jonathan joined and sent me a couple of gifts, and I earned 10 pence straight away from my first ever live on TikTok. So it's crazy to think that one live on TikTok I earned money. YouTube, it's taken 2 years and I'm still nowhere near earning any money. Crazy. Hey Luke, how are you? Thanks so much for joining, mate. Yes, he even said it helps where you're listening. Yeah, it does. I mean, it helps that people are commenting and interacting, but it doesn't help me. You know, it doesn't help me trying to read people's comments and catch up on it. So yeah, please don't spam the chat. It's much appreciated that you're here and that you are commentating, or commenting, should I say. But yeah, please don't spam the chat. It makes my job a lot harder, and it makes other people watching frustrated. So yeah, it's not good for anybody. Can we add on this gym? Nope. Luke says Twitch takes percentage off as well. Yeah, it's annoying. I just need an Articuno and a Moltres to finish a Kanto Pokedex. That is awesome. Congrats on that one. Articuno and Moltres, let's see if we've got any raids about us to try and help you with that. Unfortunately, we haven't at the moment. Articuno, Moltres, Zapdos are all in level 5 raids at the moment, but we will be finishing at 8 PM local time. So, if I can help you, then we'll try and do it. We'll try and get that done for you. I'm all up for trying to help people. So again, for anybody new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on. Very much appreciated to everybody who does. And also make sure after this live stream to go check out my other YouTube videos. Let's see if we can get the watch hours up a little bit on the channel. Would be very much appreciated. There's loads of content on there. Some solo raid challenges that I've done, some that I haven't done, some that I've attempted but were unable to do. There was actually one yesterday that we did, a Pheromosa solo raid, so make sure to go check that out and see if we managed to do that or not. Thanks so much, Luke. Much appreciated, mate. I hope you get your Kanto decks completed as well. Thanks so much for joining us. Pikachu. Yeah, it doesn't include shorts as well, unfortunately. You have to get 3 million, you heard that right, 3 million short view videos in the last 90 days to be anywhere near monetizing. 3 million in 90 days, that's ridiculous. I've managed to get like 20,000, nowhere near. So yeah, I definitely think the watch hours is probably the best thing. I recommend people just like, you know, just put my YouTube channel on like a loop, you know, just to get those watch hours up while you're going about your busy day. Just have it there on the side, on the TV maybe, you know, just keep it on a loop. Even just mute it so you don't have to hear my voice. Yeah, it's all good. We'll try and get that all legit. Yeah, 3 million views in 90 days on YouTube Shorts, that is. It's a ridiculous target to try and do. How much will that pay? I'm not interested. I don't know, to be honest. That's just to, you don't know how much that's going to give you money-wise until it happens. But that's just literally to be in the line. You've got to reach that target to be even anywhere in the conversation to earn money. You know, I don't even think that's like you earn money as soon as that happens. You have to hit those targets, and then you have to then apply saying, yes, I've hit this target. Can I apply for, you know, starting to earn money? I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But again, I haven't really looked into all the monetization stuff for YouTube yet. Right, come on. This is a big moment here. Are you ready? We are going to level up in 3, 2, 1. We are now level 78 on Pokemon Go. Let's wait for it. There we go. 400 kilometers has been walked. We are now level 78. The level up says we caught 10,293 Pokemon caught since leveling up to level 77. 3,583 Pokestops visited and 400 kilometers walk. Let's go. We have leveled up to 78. The final one of the walking challenges. Let's go. We've now got 75 more Pokemon storage. We've got some Ultra Balls and stuff. Let's go. We are now 78 on Pokemon Go. Leveled up hype. Absolutely awesome to be able to do it on the live stream. I didn't realise we were that close when we went live today. So it is absolutely awesome. Let's have a quick look and see what the challenges are. We've got to defeat Team Go Rocket leaders 30 times, hatch 100 eggs, and obtain 50 lucky Pokemon in trade. So one of those tasks, the lucky Pokemon in trades, Friday is going to be the best time to do that because we have those new Friendship Fridays, don't we? So 2 times a chance of becoming lucky friends, 2 times a chance from gaining lucky Pokemon through trade. So Friendship Fridays will be a perfect chance to try and spam some trades out and get that challenge done. So that might take us a few weeks, but we're in no rush. We've still got 30 rocket leaders to defeat, and we've also got 100 eggs to hatch as well. So we're by no means rushing away to level 80, but I'm so happy to get that 400 kilometer walk in one done and get up to level 78. There's no more walking tasks as of now. Let's just catch up on some of the stuff. Can I add you, please? Yes, by all means you can add me. Level 80 big man ranks. Oops, 78. Yeah, not quite level 80 yet. But yeah, by all means, if anybody does want to add me, they can do. I will stick my training code up on the screen. 760780708259. That is my trainer code up on the screen there. If you want to take a screenshot of that now, or you want to pause the live stream and note that number down, you can then fast forward back to the live where we are, and you'll be able to add me. So there you go. If you have added me, let me know in the comments who you are, and obviously that you've sent me a request, and I will accept you. So I've got a request from Woolick. Who is Woolick? Here's Woolick in the chat. There we go, we're back. So yeah, it's always that sort of same location when we lose signal, so I do apologise. Thanks for sticking around to those that did. So yeah, I've accepted you. I've also got Tobia. Is Tobia in the chat? Got a friend request from Tobia. Or Tobiah, is it? Yep, that's me. Awesome. What do you like being called? Toby? Toby, yeah, awesome. I will add you now, Toby. And I will send you a gift straight away. Thanks so much for the ad. Right, so let's see what we've got spawning around us at the moment. We'll do our free daily incense as well. Now, surely we can add on some of these gyms, can't we? That one's full again. Catch 10 Pokemon. So we've picked up 2 winner raid tasks. So let's see if we can pick up a 3rd one. That'll be a really cool task to have in, ready for Boo Team Valor. That'll be a really cool task to have in. The win free raids ready for raid hour tomorrow. That'll be really, really cool. We've got spin 5 Pokestops. And we may try and do this Pikachu battle here in a second. But again, let's just catch the spawns around here first, and then we'll jump into a Pikachu. So let's do that now. Dynamax Pikachu. I'd really like a shiny one. As we mentioned before, preparation for that Mega Raichu release. And don't forget, Mega Raichu has got two different forms. It's going to have a X and Y form. So that's going to be really cool. It's going to be similar to the likes of Mega Charizard, for example, where that's got two different forms as well. So it's going to be awesome to have two different forms of Raichu. I don't know which one is going to be better. Maybe some people who have got the Legend ZA game can let me know which one is better out of the two, or whether they're pretty much the same. I don't know whether the typing on each one is different, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's going to be interesting when that comes out on Pokemon Go. No doubt there's going to be a big event for that release. It's of course the main highlight of the game is Pikachu, the main featured Pokemon, and of course it's one of the fan favourites as well. So can we get a decent Dynamax Pikachu? We can't get it shiny, and the CP has disappeared again because of the annoying Dynamax glitch. So we don't know what it looks like. Lost like 7 legendaries. That is really, really annoying. Didn't even know yesterday and the last weekend there was an event until Sunday night. So Monday I played for like 6 hours just to catch up a little and got so many new legendaries. Got like in total 32. That is amazing. Congrats on that. That is an awesome amount. 520 CP is a decent Pikachu, but not brilliant. And again, we've lost the user interface, so we're going to have to restart the game in just a second. We really need to fix that glitch. Every time you do a Dynamax, you just lose all the buttons and the CP on the catch screen. I can't tell you how good a Pokemon is because it's not appearing, which is super annoying. So let's restart the game. So yeah, we did get some luck ourselves yesterday during the final day of the 30-year celebration event with the legendaries spawning in the wild off incense. We did manage to get some luck, and I will be posting some YouTube short videos after this live video on my channel, some snippets from our live yesterday, and there's a couple which you won't want to miss. We actually ended up doing a little bit of a bet, me and Jonathan did, and I won't give too much away, but you won't want to miss it. So definitely stick around on the channel for those later. And if you don't manage to catch them later, you can always find them tomorrow when you wake up. Don't also forget we've got TikTok. You can find me on TikTok using Danzo Biggins. We've also got a Twitter page or an X page. You can use Danzo Biggins 50 for that. We have just started an Instagram, so there's not much on there at the moment. So again, that's Danzo Biggins 50 on Instagram. And we've also got a Discord group, and all links to those are in my profile bio on YouTube and also on TikTok. So make sure to go head over to my profile bio and you'll see links for our Discord as well as all of our other social media. So make sure to go check those out when you can. So we've got spin 5 Pokestops or gyms. Let's give our Articuno a berry before he disappears. I have an extra Thundurus. Do you want it? I've already got a Thundurus. You cannot trade unless you're 100 meters exactly right. So yeah, you do have to be close to each other to trade, unfortunately, unless you are forever friends, as stated by somebody in the comments there. So you have to be friends for 180 days to become forever friends, and that allows you to do a remote trade. And ideally, you want to wait until you're lucky friends with that person as well, because you want to try and get a lucky remote trade completed. That's something me and Jonathan did yesterday. or the day before yesterday, in fact, Sunday, we did our lucky trade, our remote lucky trade. Again, you can find out what we traded and the results of that trade on our YouTube channel. Right, what is our first research task here? We have Charmander. Now, I don't know whether these Pokemon spawning on the research task can still disguise as Ditto, or whether they're only those sort of Pokemon. I don't know if any of the research task Pokemon can. Was it not Saturday? It could have been, Jonathan. It's been a long weekend. It's CP not found. Yeah, exactly. CP completely disappears. But yeah, so it probably was Saturday when we did that trade, to be honest, mate. But yeah, you can definitely go ahead and find it on my YouTube if you're curious on how a remote trade works, and also what we traded. You can find that all out on my YouTube. Now we've got a Kecleon on this stop. Can be shiny. Let's see if we can get one on the live stream. It's not, unfortunately. 1079 CP. Crobat. Massive Whalmer. What the hell is that doing there? Huge, huge Whalmer. I do, you're right. Oh, we've got a Articuno, which is our buddy, which means it's a Zorua. So this is the first Zorua that we've seen during the live stream, an hour and 10 minutes in, and this is the first Zorua that we've seen. Can he be shiny? Oh, no. By the way, there's a timer on the remote trades, like 3 or 4 days, and I'm pretty sure you go back to being best friends. Oh, is that all it is? That's crazy. I thought we'd give you at least, like, you know, some sort of decent time to try and work out what you're trading. That's mental. I didn't know that, Jonathan. Thanks for letting me know that. Good job we sorted ours out pretty quickly. Poor Dan getting ignored on the streets. He said hello to me, actually. It's just a noise cancelling on the microphone. Didn't pick it up. But yeah, he said hello to me and I said hello back. See, I have got friends. I swear. There was actually nobody there. I just randomly said hello to, you know, a shadow. Just talking to my shadow out here now. Goomy, off the incense. Can we get a Ditto from the Goomy spawn? Nope. So Pikachu and the starters seem to be the best things for Ditto during this event. But like we mentioned before, they're not the only things. Hitmonchan, Cypher, Droba, Goomy can all be, and also Marill can also be, and Combee can also be a Ditto. So yeah, there's quite a few things about it at the moment, but it tends to be mainly the Kanto starters which are spawning more often than not. Right, what have we managed to get? Have we managed to get any shinies? We haven't. We've only managed to get a shiny Mantac. Oh, glowing Moltres! Oh, glowing Moltres! Quick catch trick. Somebody told me to do a quick catch trick with these. So let's see if it works. Let's see if a quick catch method works. Run away. No, it's ran away. Damn it. Didn't work. The quick catch method didn't work. That's annoying. It did run away, didn't it? Yeah. That's annoying. Hey, can you trade Zacian with my shiny glaring Articuno? I would love to do it, but unfortunately we can't trade unless you're within 100 meters of each other. So yeah, unfortunately we won't be able to do that. And also, if you're not best friends, if you've only just started friendship, it costs 1 million Stardust to do a shiny trade if you've not got it registered, which is a crazy amount. Yeah, or we can wait until we hit Forever Friends, which will take 180 days of friendship leveling up and interaction. Probably going to take more than that because I've got so many friends on my friends list. I can't get to everybody to interact with them in a single day. Jonathan and Sir Uwe know how difficult it is to become best friends and forever friends with me. It's a nightmare. So yeah, but that was really cool seeing that glaring Moltres. That was super cool. It would have been so cool if that was shiny. It's the only one I'm missing as well. We've got the Zapdos, we've got the Articuno a few times. We've never managed to get a shiny Moltres. And I think out of the three, it probably looks the best as a shiny. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know which one of the glaring birds you prefer as shiny. I really like how they get their Kanto colours back when we turn shiny. But yeah, which one is your favourite shiny out of the glaring birds? Let me know in the comments. So have we managed to pick up any hundos during our walkabout today? We haven't. The normal form is way better. What's that on? Sorry. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, the black and red look amazing. It does look really cool, non-shiny Moltres. But I really do like the shinies, how they do have the colours of the Kanto birds. I like that sort of link between them. I think that's really, really cool and really well thought of. $817 Cypher, which could be a Ditto. And we also have an annoyingly loud car driving past us then. What I like to call small Willy syndrome. People who have loud cars and make a loud noise for no apparent reason, just want annoying attention. Hence the name. Aerodactyl. We do love an Aerodactyl. Nope. Right, what tasks have we got? We've got to explore 1 kilometre. Sudowoodo, one of the boosted shinies of this event. 1 in 64 for him during this event. If you are wanting a Sudowoodo, this is the best chance to get one, if you haven't already got one. Of course, it was out at Christmas time with that amazing costume. We did manage to pick up a shiny of a costume Sudowoodo. It's basically got tinsel wrapped around it. It does look amazing. One of the best costumes, in my opinion, of recent years. Another Whalmer. What are other Whalmers doing on my daily incense? What are we doing? They just shouldn't be spawning. How rare are the Dittos? The Dittos seem quite common. The Dittos do seem quite common. We've picked up around about 50 so far today. I'll double check in just a moment. And then you'll be able to see them on the screen, so you know not to just take me for my word. Are shinies now harder to get overall? Yes, they are. So, unfortunately, things that were in the wild at 1 in 64 boosted shinies are now 1 in 512, which is really annoying. The only ways of getting boosted shinies in the game are through eggs, through hatching eggs, or from raids. They're the only ways of getting increased shiny odds in the game, unless there's an event where they've stated that a shiny has had increased odds. So for the likes of this event, we've got shiny Sudowoodo, which is increased. We've got Ditto, I believe, is 1 in 64 as well, same as Sudowoodo, and also I believe Zorua is also 1 in 64, which Zorua disguises as your buddy Pokemon. So it's quite easy to spot that, especially if you've got a legendary, for example, as your buddy, which I'd definitely recommend doing during this event. If you've got a generic normal Pokemon, let's say a Charmander during this event as your buddy, you may get disappointed when you end up seeing more Charmanders and not catching them, not realising that it's actually a Zorua. So yeah, in terms of Dittos, let's just have a quick look here. So Ditto and age 0, we've got 45 in total. The background's quite common as well. So out of 45 Dittos, we have managed to get 19 with a background. So it's nearly half, about 40%. What we've managed to get has got the background, which is pretty good odds. So yeah, it is very easy to get the Dittos during this event if you're out and about. They only disguise as certain Pokemon though. So make a note of which ones we disguise as before you head out, if you are only wanting to catch those certain ones. I tend to just catch everything, just in case. But it can disguise as the likes of Marill, Cypher. It's showing right now for me, lol. Yeah, so it can disguise as Marill, Cypher, Goomy, Drillbur, Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Pikachu. Can disguise as all those, Ditto can. So it's most of the things that are spawning during this event. Can we click on that Charmander? Yeah, it's finally let us click on it. This looks like it's a Snover nest down here, which isn't particularly interesting. Not that interesting to me anyway. Already got a few of those shiny. Awesome, Jonathan. So yeah, if anybody wants to see, Jonathan has now just put it in the chat which disguises can be Ditto. So if you want to check that out, it is written down in the chat now. Thanks so much for doing that. So let's just see what else we've got. We've got another one, explore 1 kilometre. Got to catch 75 fairy Pokemon. So we did manage to get to the next stage of the Shiny Diancie quest today as well. Or yesterday, should I say. And we're on the second day of spinning 21 Pokestops. So we've got to visit a Pokestop on 21 different days. So we can't do it for the next 3 weeks anyway. But we've also got to catch 100 fairy type, which we're actually absolutely smashing. Of course, Marill is a fairy type, and that's spawning a lot during this event, so that's definitely helping us. Furfro. Shame it's not shiny. Can never turn down more shiny Furfros with all the different forms that it has. Let's just see if we can add on this gym here before the raid starts in 30 odd minutes or so, just before we go too far away in the other direction. There we go. Oh, somebody's put an electrode on, so let's go Voltorb. There we go. Nice little family gym. It's snowing right now for me, that's crazy. Whereabouts are you? if you don't mind me asking. It had to snow today of all days. Hopefully it clears up so you can go Ditto hunting. I've told my dad about you now. Awesome, Harry. Any Bible research in this update? Don't think there is anything buyable at the moment. There's tickets for this current, obviously, Go Past Deluxe March event. But other than that, there's nothing really buyable at the moment. So yeah, I think we've still got the ticket in the shop for the Go Past Deluxe as well for the 30th anniversary. Don't know when that finishes. I didn't end up buying that. Oh, that's finished now. So yeah, the time left to claim rewards is 5 days. So I suppose you could still buy that ticket for the next 5 days, I'm guessing, just to get all the other rewards. But yeah, we've only got the Go Pass March at the moment in the shop. Yeah, it's not going too bad, Miss Blue. It's not going too bad. Canada. Crazy. Has it been snowing there long, or is it just literally these last few days? I know it's always quite cold in Canada. Just got Sahara sand and desert sand. Don't know how you call it. Yeah, desert sand, Sahara sand, it's same thing. Just today, that's annoying. That is really annoying. 5 kilometre egg hatched is a bloofer baby, which we don't get here in the UK. It was what we had left over from the Go Wild area. Sorry, Go Tour, should I say. So what we'll probably do is we'll probably do the remainder of this incense for the next 7 minutes. And then we will be finishing the live stream tonight. So hopefully we can finish on a shiny. Now, we will also be doing a live stream later on this week, probably on Sunday. But of course, if you've hit that subscribe button and turned on that notification bell, whenever we go live during this event, you'll hopefully be notified. And if you're available, feel free to come join us in the chat like you have done tonight. It's been awesome meeting so many new faces in the chat. And don't forget to go and check out all the other content on my channel straight after this live stream. But let's see if we can finish on a high with Ditto during this first day of the event. We couldn't possibly get the shiny on the first day, could we? That would be very, very cool if we could. Charmander. That could be a Ditto. We've got a couple of Dittos there, but none of them are blue. We can also add on this gym. Let's go for shiny, and we'll put our Y unknown on that gym. One of the ones that we were desperately hunting for during the Go Tour. Eventually got it. Eventually got 2 of them, in fact. Another Ditto disguised as a Cypher that time. Come on, Growly, stay in the ball. There we go. Finally stopped moving so I could actually hit it. Combee. Amazingly, Combee is something that I still need to get a shiny one of. And when I say Combee, I mean more specifically this female one. You can only evolve a female, the one with a little red triangle on the middle of the Combee. You can only evolve this one into Vesper Queen. The male ones can't evolve. And annoyingly, I've been so unlucky with the male shinies. I'll show you now while we're talking about it. I've been so unlucky with the male shinies that I've actually ended up getting 12 shiny Combee, and every single one of them is male. 12 shinies and not a single one is a female Combi. So I can't evolve it. So annoying. So annoying. Combi is one of those Pokemon which I'm starting to despise. But it may just be a thing that brings me a shiny Ditto this event. Who knows? It may be that thing that brings me a shiny Ditto. So 3 more minutes of a day late. Is there going to be many more spawns up this direction before we start having to head back on ourselves a little bit? I think the chance of actually getting a female over a male is actually less. So it is a rarer one to find, but still, after 12 shinies, you'd hope that one of them was a female one. Yeah, it's definitely, that definitely is the case, Jonathan. 100%. We've got a Timber. Is there any more spawns in this direction before we head back down the way we came? Right after Shiny Paris. Yeah, Paris is not too bad, to be honest. Paris and Shiny. There you go, 7 Paris Shinies. It's not bad. I can live with that one. So we've got 2 more minutes, if not less than that now, on the daily. 1 minute 40 on the daily. I'm going to start heading back down the way in which we came. My sister thought she got a glowing bird, but it was a Zorro. So she must have had a glowing bird disguised as her buddy. That is absolutely brilliant. I was only just on about that at the start of the live stream as well, Harry, to be fair. Like, it must be so annoying having a glaring bird during these sort of events where Zorro spawns. Because when you catch it and you think you've caught a glaring bird, you actually end up seeing it just transform into a Zorro, which is really annoying. Especially if it's one that's spawned off a daily incense, which you can do. You can get Zorro spawning on the incense. I've had a couple today. So let's have a quick rundown and see what we've managed to get so far today before we finish the live stream. No hundos, unfortunately. Let's just see what the next incense spawn is before we check any more. Could be another glowing bird if we're lucky. It will be the last incense spawn as well. 17 seconds left. And it's a Charmander. Could be a Ditto. It's not staying in the ball. Let's golden razz it. Wasn't a Ditto. It's just a normal Charmander. That's a disappointing use of a golden razz. So nothing amazingly from the daily. We did of course get a glaring Moltres encounter. But let's check out the 3-star, 4-stars that we managed to get today. We did get a few Dittos. So let's just type in 3-star, 4-star and Ditto. And we have managed to get 5 Dittos, 3-star, 4-star. A couple with a background as well. These were from me, or one of them at least was from me collection challenge research. We all get a background Ditto from that, if you complete it. We've also got a 11 CP Ditto here with a blue hat, 533 with a blue hat, and a 58 CP with a yellow hat. Very cool to get those. And let's just see what shinies we managed to get today. We did get one It wasn't on the live stream, but we did get this one earlier before. And it is a shiny Mantite, which I don't think I've ever had from an egg before. So it's really, really cool. It's got a little smiley face on its back there. Shiny Mantite. 2 little orange dots as eyes and a little smiley grin. So yeah, it is really, really cool shiny. Thankfully managed to tip that one off the shiny babies checklist. For anybody who does want to add me before I go, then you can add me using my trainer code up on the screen. It's a bit more difficult to add you during the live stream, so if you want to take a screenshot of that, you can do. You can also just pause the live stream video and note it down. But that is pretty much going to be it for tonight's live stream. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, and you'll be notified when we next go live. We will be doing more of this Pokopia Celebration event in the next few days, so keep an eye out on the channel for more live streams, as well as more YouTube short and YouTube video content. But thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.